Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's good? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Welcome to 2024 Conversations with Comedians on Beltway Radio and Beyond. I am your host, Mr. Perspective Doug Bennett. And as always, I am starting the new year off with my engineer extraordinaire, Mr. B Easy. What up, B?
Happy New Year.
New Year, same you. New Year, same you. I ain't even mad at you because I got other shit to be pissed off about. Let me explain something to you, man. No, man. Oh, Lord, nothing, man. Listen, ladies, there is a reason why your man keeps you under wraps. It is not because he's ashamed. Well, maybe in some cases, yeah, but y'all need to look in the mirror for that. It ain't always because he's ashamed of you. It ain't always because he's trying to holler at other women. It's because he knows how embarrassing his family and his closest friends can be. I have begun to start to be a lot more. I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be more vocal about my personal life with my family. This is the reason why you don't do that. I take my woman to meet certain friends and certain people in my family. Instead of just saying, hey, Doug, way to go, attaboy, or looking at this beautiful woman I have on my side and saying, hey, welcome to the family. I hope y'all have a great relationship. Doug is a great guy. Even if it's a lie, nigga, help me out. You can vote for a politician, nigga. You can give me a vote of confidence. No. What do black people do? So this is the lady, huh? Well, let me pray for you because I know Doug is a handful to deal with. Oh, Lord, I swear to God, we thought he would never settle down. Or you always got the friend that want to reminisce at the wrong time. Boy, I tell you what, that boy Doug was wild back in the day. He was wild. Hey, Doug, what you wild, boy? He was a wild boy. But I'm glad he found you. Because, man, the way he was going through girls, you like, nigga, can't y'all just say, congratulations? And, like, come on, what is it with black folk that they always have to find a way to mess stuff up that have absolutely nothing to do with them? What is that, bro? Like, I'm telling you, that's the reason why in all my life, the only reason why family members ever met a woman I was dealing with is because we happened to be in Walmart at the same damn time. That's the only reason. We happened to be in Walmart at the same damn time. I was looking for Trojans and they was looking for whatever they was looking for. That's the only reason. I just don't understand why they just can't be happy for a brother. Why do people in your family always got to make it sound like you was Beelzebub in training? Like you was Anakin Skywalker turning over to the dark side until you met this woman.
Hey, their families just, they're surprised because they believe that you're whatever they believe. They figured it like you'll be like this for all eternity until they.
Let me ask you a question, Brian. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I'm your cousin. And you, growing up with you, you had a tendency to get into the bathtub, fart, turn around and bite the bubble. Should I tell the woman you dating this shit 20 years later? Not saying that I used to fart and bite bubbles. I'm making an example, America. Why do they feel the need to illuminate shit that you have successfully suppressed and received an ulcer for? Why?
Yeah, I had to. It's just like, wait, you did that? Okay. Honestly, I don't know why. Maybe it's some mild embarrassment. I mean,
mild embarrassment. Mild.
Again, if you
this
know
ain't
your
chicken,
family
you
enough,
want spicy or mild.
If you know your family well enough and you know how they act, and yeah, they'll probably razz you a bit with your new, with your either new girlfriend or the girlfriend you've had for X amount of years or months or whatever. So I mean, yeah, because it's it's their way of trying to see what her reaction is about uncertain things. That's the real key thing. So, and
I don't need you testing my girl. Let's see how she react when we used to say Doug used to clip his toenails and keep them. Let's see how she react. Like, I just don't understand what is so wrong with just giving a simple greeting and moving on about your 2024. I need to get her number. No, you don't. No, you do not. You don't need to get her number. You want to know why? Because you shouldn't call her. And this is the reason why you shouldn't get her number. Because I've had family members in the past get the number of an ex, and once I'm done with her, they still contact her.
She was good for you. You should call her back. I got her number.
Who dries out toilet paper and uses it again? Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, man, from that, ladies, I'm just looking out for the men. There is a reason why we keep you under wraps. There's a reason why they don't find out about you until after one of us die. Because while we're living, they constantly kill you over and over with memories that I have successfully suppressed. Man, let's get to it, man. How was your New Year, B?
Pretty quiet.
We always say, how was your New Year? Like all 365 days is in January 1st.
True. Mine was very quiet. Stayed home. My mom.
So you weren't fighting crime, one microphone hookup at a time?
No.
Nigga always doing something.
Yeah. So, but my mom was in town for the Christmas holiday. She left.
Shout out to Be Easy's mom.
Yeah. So she left on New Year's Eve. So
she didn't stay till New Year's. What? Mama had a party to get to.
Yeah. Let
me find out Brian mom's still on the scene. Stop it.
Hey, she going back to Atlanta. You know how Atlanta parties
are. In Atlanta. Oh my God.
So, but yeah, it was nothing major. So not a lot of things going on. So,
well, all I know is congratulations. Washington Commanders have finally started the new year off right. For the first time in a quarter of a century, we have hope. We have a new owner, soon to have a new coach, soon to have a new everything. I hope we have a new name too, because I do not like the Commanders. I don't. You can't take Commander shit you ain't never won. I'm serious.
Like this t-shirt.
Yes, tired of this shit. Absolutely, bro.
Tired of this. Tired of this bull. It's been 7 years of the same. Tired of this.
Thank you. We are tired of it, and I am so glad. I'm gonna put it to you like this: I've never been happy for a white man to be in power more than I am Josh Harris to be in power in Washington. Like, for real. Black people for 400 years have been loathing about white people being in power. I am so happy that this white dude is here. That could get my blackness taken away from me, but I don't care. Okay, I'm glad this white dude is here. I really and truly am, bro, because we need help, man. And I think, and I'm sorry to say this, I know we had a virtual United Nations on the sideline, a white dude, a Spanish dude, and a black dude. Get rid of them all. Get rid of every last one of them, including Eric Bieniemy. Get rid of him. Get rid of all of them, bro. I'm serious, man.
You and every known Commander fan that I've known, I don't know why. You have high hopes in August, and by January you are like this. I just feel
What Commander fan you know had high hopes in August?
Oh, there's been plenty. Trust and believe. There's been.
Are
Plenty.
you talking about August of 1992 when we thought we was gonna repeat?
You can say that. You can say around August 2000 where they thought they were one player away. My thing is, it's like
unless that player was Jesus, we have never been one player away. The reason why Jesus would be the one player, isn't he in the Bible? Don't they say he's the all in all? Other than Jesus, we are more than one player away. I can't believe there's a Washington fan that's ever said that.
Yeah, they believe in that stuff. They believe in that hype. I mean,
yeah, and I also
watch
if I don't close my door in my closet before I go to sleep, the boogeyman gonna get me too.
I mean, I watched some of that game, and there was that inch of hope in early in the first half, and then by the time the end of the quarter, by halftime, going to the third, it was a massacre.
You don't know who Washington is. Washington is the girl who continues to kiss you on your neck and kiss you on your cheek and nibble on your ear, and every once in a while will rub her hand across your crotch. But the moment you get ready to take old Mr. Johnson out to go and play, she immediately has second thoughts. That is who Washington is. Washington will kiss you on your neck in the first quarter, nibble on your ear in the second quarter, and maybe, just maybe, even play with you through your pants in the third quarter. By the time the fourth quarter comes for you to seal the deal, all of a sudden they remember they are born again virgin and they shouldn't be doing this. That's what Washington does. Not one time when they were up did I ever have faith that they would win that game. Never once. I got more faith in a handicapped person winning a gold medal in the Summer Olympics than I do.
Not the Para Games.
Not the Para Games. No, I'm talking about the games in Paris. Yes. I have more faith in a paraplegic winning the shot put, and you need your entire body motion for the shot put. I have more faith in a paraplegic winning that than I did in Washington winning that game on Sunday. You know how disrespectful it is? Cowboy fans don't even call to heckle us no more. They don't. They don't even call us to heckle us no more. The last time we won, do you know every Cowboy fan I knew actually picked the phone up and let me ridicule them? It took all the fun out of it. They was like, nigga, you ain't had shit to say in 20 years. Go ahead, yuck it up. It took all the fun out of it. I just hung the damn phone up. I'm serious. I can't wait to get this. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see how we progress in the next couple of years. For real. I really can't. Because they talking about actually trying to move the team to Virginia to play.
They've been playing it for the last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, man, I hate FedEx Stadium. FedEx Stadium is the worst stadium in the world. I went there and I went to the concession stand and I asked for nachos with cheese. You know, these bitches gave me a bag of Doritos.
Yeah, that's how cheap they are.
I said nachos with cheese. These niggas gave me a bag of Doritos. I said, well, can I at least have some jalapeno peppers? Them niggas gave me a thing of relish. I said, man, goddamn. I said, call us FedEx and we ain't FedEx and we ain't shipping nothing but L's. Ain't ship one damn W, just L's. Man, let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. Well, I tell you, it's been an eventful first couple of days of the new year. It has. And y'all have already hit me with a picture perfect "This Nigga Here" segment. I don't know if y'all paid attention yesterday to the season finale between the Saints and the Atlanta Falcons, but both of their seasons have sucked, and neither of them are making it into the playoffs. So, as you can see, all right, the score is 41-17, and they send in Jameis Winston for a victory. Anybody who's played football knows that a victory formation is just you saying, "Hey, I whooped your ass." It's like getting into a fight on the playground. You done knocked this nigga out. There is no need to stomp him. Okay? They felt the need to put their Timberland boots on and stomp the Atlanta Falcons by I've never heard of running a fake victory formation. Have you, Brian?
I've heard the fake spike. Yeah,
I've heard of a fake spike. I've heard of a fake punt. I've heard of a fake field goal. I've never heard of a fake victory celebration. But leave it to our resident crab leg stealer, Jameis Winston, Mr. 30 for 30 himself, which is 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Leave it to him to find a way to do it. This nigga here. You can take it off, Brian.
Actually, the funny part was the head coach, and he ends up getting fired like hours after the game.
Yeah, no, that nigga got fired. That nigga got fired immediately.
Pretty much.
How the late great Bernie Mac say in Players Club, when am I gonna get fired? Immediately. That nigga didn't even make it back to the locker room. They just escorted him to his car.
Yeah.
But this is the part that gets me. All right, why Jameis has made this nigga here moment. The coach told him what play to run. Do you have his explanation queued up on why?
Oh, no.
All right. Let's just break it down. I'll give y'all a basic paraphrase. Jameis Winston, a backup quarterback in a game that was well in hand, said it was a team decision, and we decided to give the ball to Jamal so he could score a touchdown, since he hasn't scored a touchdown all year long. That was his explanation as a backup quarterback to override the head coach's decision.
Okay.
Obviously, this nigga here ain't got no kids. Could you imagine a child saying some shit like that to their parents? Listen, y'all, I told you, all right, there ain't gonna be no parties, and y'all need to be in bed at 10 o'clock. I come back to my house, and not only is there a party, but these niggas are still in my house partying. It wasn't like they tried to end the party. No, they still in there partying. And once I get everybody the hell up out of my house, like a Snoop Dogg gin and juice video, my son looks at me and says, "Well, I made a decision." And since I haven't partied all year long, I believe that I spoke with my siblings and we made the right decision to party, despite you telling us we weren't allowed to in your house. And what makes it even worse is that ain't even the oldest sibling that made the decision. It's the second to last. I could almost understand if the oldest sibling made the decision. No, it's the middle child who we don't like any damn way, which is the reason why we tried again and got a third one. Jameis Winston, a backup quarterback, made a decision over the head coach. And what's so crazy about it is, I heard Shannon Sharp today say he would cut Jameis Winston today.
God.
Yes, he said it. And normally I'm all about second chances and everything. But what kills me the most, I don't know what's more entertaining, the actual post or the comments under the post. Every single black person under there says, "Shannon tripping. That's a winner's mentality. what Jameis did was outstanding. Way to look out. How many times in the black community, you know what? I'm going to use the statement Cat Williams made in probably the most famous and the most viral interview I've ever seen. Jussie Smollett is going to keep lying until you tell him we don't believe you. How many times are we going to make excuses for bad behavior in our community and then lament where that bad behavior gets us as a whole? When are we going to start holding people accountable for their bad behavior? Jameis Winston has a history of ill-fated bad decisions. Does he not, B?
Probably. So continue.
This nigga stole crab legs from Winn-Dixie. He's been in precarious situations with numerous females. He's never been somebody who makes the right or the wise or mature decision, which is the reason why he's been a journeyman. And the truth of the matter is this: Shannon Sharpe made a very astute assessment. Why is it that Justice Jameis Winston had the very same team in Tampa and could barely get them to a 500 record? And then Tom Brady, who anybody will tell you, Tom Brady physically is not the athlete that Jameis Winston is. He is not. And I don't even think that's breaking news. He is not the athlete Jameis Winston is, but yet Tom Brady comes in there, and in the first year, they win the Super Bowl and go to the playoffs the following year. There comes a point in time where we're going to have to start holding people accountable in our community. And if we don't, then we're going to have to stop bitching about where we are and why we fuck up the way we do, or why we're held back the way we are. Because the fact of the matter that Jameis Winston, a backup quarterback, like my nigga, at least be number one on the depth chart. At least. Jameis Winston is like a side chick who feels like once the nigga breaks up with her, she actually deserves some severance pay. You a side chick. You're number 2 on the depth chart. You do realize I could get rid of you if you get out of order. I can't do that with my number 1. You want to know why? Because they're more invested. I'm more invested in them. As a side chick, all you doing is auditioning for your next role. That's what Jameis Winston was doing. This nigga here is a side chick for the Saints. You're auditioning for your next role. How you get out there and read the wrong damn script? And all these people sitting up here justifying it in every... Man, we got to stop this in our community. If people are wrong, they just wrong, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody they wrong. I mean, what you think, B? Am I wrong here?
Yes.
Shut up. Don't tell me I'm wrong. All right? Don't tell me I'm wrong. We hold other niggas accountable. What I'm wrong? Tell me why I'm wrong.
All of it. Jameis Winston, if he did this for his teammate, if his teammate, he may be cut before he does. And keep in mind, the head coach was, if you saw the video, he was cheering. He was like, hey, all right, got to score again. That's great. Honestly,
that head coach wasn't cheering. You ain't seen not nan video that showed that head coach cheering. You was talking about all them other coaches.
No, well, anyway, but still, the whole point is, why
would he cheer and get in the post-game interview and apologize?
If he want to apologize, he can apologize all he wants. But the main thing here is this: one, the Atlanta head coach who got fired anyway, he got, all he had to do is simple enough: have your defense stop it. Try to get a turnover out of it. Don't sit there and bitch, moan, and complain, because I've seen coaches done this many times where the one
I'm sorry,
thing
is this on? Is this on?
yes, that thing's on. I can
Okay,
hear it.
how the hell you supposed to stop a play that you didn't know was coming when they're in victory formation?
Hello. That's what it doesn't matter. If whatever happens, before we came on, we talked about, hey, has there ever been, been faked out by something? Yes. Even though you may not be prepared for it, but someone has to be prepared for it.
Not in victory formation, nigga.
Doesn't matter. Does it matter?
Man, you ain't never played Tecmo Bowl, have you?
Shoot, you know how many times
you ain't never played Tecmo Bowl. As soon as them niggas know your play, they immediately
yard and point you can think of. It doesn't matter.
Nigga ain't never played all Madden ever. Ever. Fuck you talking about? You supposed to stop that? It wasn't a play. It was a victory for. If you're telling me that they ran a fake punt, all right, a fake spike, all right. Nigga, you don't get in victory formation and then hand the ball off. That has never happened.
Hey, actually, yes, it has. If you remember the Miracle in the Meadowlands, yeah, that happened.
That wasn't no victory formation.
It was supposed to, but they fucked up.
Man, you're ridiculous. You are, and you're the reason why. Yes, you, sir. Mm-hmm. Look at his sweatshirt, y'all. That's his name. Lyles. That's right. Take the LES off. He's a lie. That's exactly what he is. You know damn well Jameis was wrong.
Whatever.
This nigga here ain't gonna sit up there and get that dumbass explanation with that unnecessary eyebrow movement. You can always tell a nigga ain't shit when they start talking and they eyebrows move for no reason. Yeah, we talked about it. And that's what we came up with. And we were up, but then all of a sudden we were down. And then I said, let's hand it off. But it was a team decision, and it wasn't DA. Like, nigga, stop moving your eyebrows. Just answer the goddamn question.
Like, look, it's the end of the year. It's the end of the season. Neither one of them going to playoffs. Who gives a shit? So,
obviously that coach. Because that motherfucker's like, look, I didn't win enough, but I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to tell you right now, if it wasn't for the fact of the matter that somebody jumped between them or they have like them little security guards or something, that motherfucker was about to swing. He was about to swing on that coach. He was going to swing on that coach.
Yeah.
The sense, and like for real, they didn't even need, listen, a blind person could have read his lips. A blind person could have read his lips and what he said. That mug was mad as shit. He really and truly was. He was mad as hell. As soon as I got fired, I'd have headed straight to that. I would have headed straight to that head coach's house. I'd have beat his ass.
Yes, well, that was his last known act as an Atlanta Falcons coach. So
it is what it is. But let's get to it, man, because the internet has been ablaze since last week. Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay and aired out everything and everybody, from Steve Harvey to Cedric the Entertainer to Michael Blackson to Faison Love. Am I leaving somebody out? Kevin Hart,
Baby Mama, his cousin Ray Ray.
Yes, that's the man. His the preacher that put on secular swag surf in church. Wendy Williams. I mean, he aired out every single person. And I guess, a lot of people, everybody's taking their different sides to it. The one thing I will give Cat Williams a lot of credit for is Cat Williams is truly self-made. Truly. I believe Cat Williams could probably have more fame if, in his words, he conformed. Ludacris too. He definitely shot at Ludacris. But the reason why Cat is so respected is because, in spite or despite all of the turmoil that Cat has experienced, he stands 10 toes down on every decision that he's ever made. Like, I'll put it to you like this. The one thing about Cat is Cat ain't gonna apologize if he doesn't feel he did something wrong. Like, if Cat Williams apologizes to you, you know he really and truly thought about that and he felt like he was wrong. Especially if Cat chooses to call you out. But I don't want to focus on that. Another thing before I get into what I want to focus on is, I am convinced the internet and social media is run by the CIA or the FBI. I'm convinced. Because whenever an accusation is made, Brian, haven't you noticed that all of a sudden all of these damn videos come out substantiating the accusations that are made?
There are some people out there who do that, but I doubt they work for any.
I think they work for the FBI, nigga.
No.
I think they do. I think they do. Because, bro, there's a video out there circulating of Said using a joke that was on Designing Women at least 20 years earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. And I saw
By my initials?
one. Huh?
The By My Initials joke?
Yeah, I saw that one, and I saw the Mark Curry about his UPS, costume, and
yeah,
and Steve Harvey saying it on his show, and
bro, I watched the Def Jam 25 reunion. I had no idea while Dave Chappelle was giving that send off that Mark Curry and Steve Harvey were in the back having words. How did that slip all of us? Who is the technical expert? I think it was probably your ass, Brian, that zoomed in on them two niggas in the back of all those comedians. How did we miss that shit?
Hey, we don't pay attention to it because unless someone points it out. So we're so focused on what's in the foreground, we never think about what's happening in the background.
Which is exactly what Cat was talking about. That was a perfect segue. Exactly what Cat was talking about. And I'm not here to get into who, what, when, where, and how. What I'm here to talk about is, why is there such a visceral reaction to people telling the truth? Why is there such a visceral reaction to this day and age when everybody is not on some kumbaya shit? Why is that?
Simple because no one likes to rock the boat. And when it comes from a person who's like totally way out in left field, come rushing in saying, "Oh, did you hear about this, and then disappears."
But what makes Cat so out in left field, though?
It's just him. It's how he is. I mean, he's
See,
different. He's different. I'm not saying in a bad
Nah.
way. Hear me out. I'm not saying in a bad way. He's different. He's not like this cookie cutter type of comedian that everyone fully falls in love with. We grew to like Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Cedric, Mark Curry, even Bill Cosby, because of the fact of how they did things, the way how it's done in business, proper business. Cat Williams was his, like, pun intended, his own cat. He just did this thing the way he felt it needs to be done in his own terms, which is fine for him. Not everyone feels that way, but then again, he's successful in his own right.
But can we not sit up here and admit that even though I believe some of the stuff he was saying was theatrical and for effect, there was not validity in a lot of the shit he was saying?
True, there is, but
because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a fan of the Steve Harvey show. I really was. But then when I sit back and do look at Hanging with Mr. Cooper, the shit is eerily similar.
Right.
Eerily.
Yeah.
Eerily. Like, with the exception of a few changes. With the exception of a few changes where their show was based in Oakland while the Steve Harvey show was based in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And remember, his cousin who played Jaleesa was the principal, as opposed to Regina being, everything else was damn near, everything else was damn near the same.
True.
Damn near the same.
True. But here's the thing. Again, I view both shows completely different, even though they had the similarities.
How?
I mean, because of the fact of how it was written. I mean, mind you, yeah, that you bring in 3 youths to that where Mark Curry mentors and then Steve tries to mentor and stuff like that. But in all honesty, it to me, this is like I just felt like it's just I just don't care. They were both entertaining shows at the time. They were both good, good fun shows
But
that lasted a while.
It's not about the entertainment. It's about the fact that can't you see that to a certain degree, it seems like some people get pushed where others get held back.
True.
And I think that, and I believe.
So so between the two, let me ask you this. So Mark was up there, by let's say the early 90s, I think his show was on.
Mark never really reached the levels he should have.
True. I think after once hanging with Mr. Cooper ended, I think things kind of wonder like whatever happened to him. Moment.
Understood, but I guess and this is my interpretation of what Kat is saying, because I think we need to decipher between truth and hate. I really do, because this is what I was talking about earlier, especially when it comes to our community. We desire truth so much, but as soon as somebody wants to step out and tell it, then all of a sudden they're a hater, or they're bitter, or they're angry, or this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying he was right on calling people out. What I'm saying is, can we sit up here and summarily dismiss certain things that he says that happen in the business where they push certain people and hold certain people back?
Okay, we're not going to deny that, which I'm not either. But here's the thing. The main thing that I feel with his remarks is the timing of it. And it's like, okay,
what's wrong with the timing of it? What's so bad?
Okay, the timing of it is it's kind of like, A, are you telling it to people that never heard this stuff before? Then I would understand it. But someone like myself and you, it's like, okay, this is nothing new. So if you're going to spew out all this stuff, all this knowledge that you have about how the industry is, great. All right, we get it. It's nothing new. Are you trying to change it?
I believe so.
What's your solution here is?
But
just
I believe
call people out.
But I believe the solution is him saying, yo, y'all need to stop being blind to this and acting like you don't see it.
Again, who are you preaching to?
He's preaching.
It's not me, because I already seen this shit before. So
yes. Okay. Just because you may have seen it before. Okay. I'll put it to you like this. I'll take it biblical. What did Jesus come and say? Jesus said, I came to save who? That which is lost. Am I correct?
Okay.
He said, did he not say that?
I'm not a Bible reader, but go ahead.
Nigga, you read the Bible when you was a kid. Now you wanted to be a heathen when you grow up. That's on you. And I'm gonna pray for your soul. But what I'm saying is, you're bringing enlightenment to people who are in the dark about this. Because let's be for real. A lot of individuals get pushed to the forefront while others get held back. I'll give you an example. And I know this is going to be messed up, but I really don't care. I have to say it. Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Somebody tell me what makes Tiffany Haddish so relevant in entertainment.
I don't know.
Nothing. No, I'm being dead ass here. And this is not, and see, this is where I say we as Black people got to get out of our emotions. Because to sit up here and make it seem like Tiffany Haddish has so much range as an actress and a stand-up comedian is insane to me. She plays the same role. She's like The Rock. The Rock plays the same role in every movie. Tell me I'm lying.
Not one movie. There was one movie he was completely different.
Was it the movie with the 2 aliens in the back and he was a cab driver?
No, it's something else. It's
which movie?
This movie had Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's a very dramatic movie. It's completely different.
What's the name of it?
I forgot the title of it, but
okay, then that shit probably.
Like I said, it's
that shit probably on Tubi.
A lot of people don't know it because it's buried.
But I did. It's on Tubi. Because it's on Tubi.
No, it's not on Tubi.
That's the reason. All I'm saying is, and this is my whole thing, and I'm just talking about in the sense of, just like he said in that interview with Wanda, and like I said, I'm not saying this to be a hater, but if people want to take it as such, then it just shows your lack of critical thinking. But yet we look at somebody like Monique. Do you understand? Monique went from Soul Plane, which is arguably the worst movie ever made in Black America. And that's saying a lot, because Eddie Murphy came up with both Norbit and goddamn A Vampire in Brooklyn. Norbit and A Vampire in Brooklyn. And arguably, Soul Plane is the worst movie ever in Black America. And she went from playing, say what?
That is for sure.
That is for sure. And she went from playing a stewardess on that movie to the worst mother in the history of motherdom on Precious and winning an Oscar.
Okay.
And because she decided to speak out, all of a sudden now she can't get any roles whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
That's range. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying Tiffany Haddish should not be an actress. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is, we can't sit up here and summarily dismiss what it is Kat is saying about certain people getting pushed to the forefront and other people being held back. Perfect example with Taraji P. Henson. Taraji is letting all the cat out the bag, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And we love Taraji. She's a DMV product. But Taraji is like, yo, I ain't getting paid. I had to get she say I had to dress for The Color Purple in the 7-Eleven bathroom. I had to take a Uber. I mean, Taraji, Oprah didn't want to pay me. Like, I mean, she has been going in ever since the movie dropped, right? Especially about lack of pay when it comes to Black actresses. And I agree. But I do remember an actress by the name of Monique saying the same thing 10 years ago. Remember when Monique was calling for a boycott of Netflix?
Yeah.
Because they offered her $500,000 for a special, but ended up giving Amy Schumer like 10 million.
Yeah.
But we all literally gave Monique the cat treatment. But yet we're more receptive to Taraji and her breaking down than we were to Monique and her anger with the business and with people who, in her opinion, look just like her, that was holding her back. And if I remember correctly, she went on the Steve Harvey television show and specifically said, Steve, you literally told me I did nothing wrong, but yet couldn't have that same stance in public. This is the same Steve who always talks about, I trust in God, I believe in God, God. And I'm not making a mockery of it. I'm just saying he's the same person that always says that. But if I remember correctly, God is always stands behind what is true and what is right. And if you're going to tell somebody behind closed doors they did nothing wrong, but then that's like me sitting up here, because one of my uncles used to always say, pay attention to how people move. Forget what it is they say. And if I'm going to sit up here and say, hey, Brian, I got your back, boy. I got your back. And then as soon as we get into a fight, I let you get stomped down by 3 niggas while I take off running in the opposite direction. But then I come back and say, yo, nigga, I had your back. Like kid and playing House Party when he got his ass whooped by Full Force. Oh, homeboy, it's over already? It's like, nigga, Where were you? I don't need you to tell me that stuff in the backdrop. I need you to stand 10 toes down with me when all the guns are facing me. And the one thing that people don't understand is that even Steve said in that interview, I cannot afford to lose everything for the sake of my integrity. And that's a quote. That's a quote, Be Easy. I cannot stand to lose everything for the sake of my integrity.
Okay. I'm going to say this again.
Here come Optimus Prime, y'all.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it was Cat Williams, Taraji in the present, or Mark Curry, Monique in the past. This is Hollywood. This is how the business is. It's been like this way for over 100 years. And if you have not figured it out, of course, you're going to be lost in the mix. And I know you're trying to scream out and yell and all you want, let people know how bad this is, but they're not the first and they won't be the last.
So then with that attitude, should we as Black people stop bitching about people who pick a side? Should we stop bitching about being misled? Should we stop bitching about being puppets?
In this day and age, you're kind of forced to try to pick sides and all that stuff. That's one thing. I think the thing here is take what that's being said, take this information, and see where you go with it. To be honest with you, Taraji, I really think should just stop talking.
Oh shit!
Because of the fact
this nigga's a Neanderthal. He's a chauvinist.
No, it's the simple fact is like Taraji is thinking she's an A-list person, but she's been a B at best.
Oh, you think Taraji at this point in her career is an A-lister as an actress?
What I said was she thinks she's an A-lister, but she's a B-lister at best. Because of the fact because
I don't know if I can flow with you on that one, but I want to hear why.
The main reason why is the fact that it's like of all the roles she's done, it's been the same roles.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
Me, even if she's a lead, the main thing here is anyone going to see her, rushing to see her? Are you willing to invest in a blockbuster picture with Taraji P. Henson as your leading actress?
If she have a scene like she did in Baby Boy, right before she made them damn tacos. If she got a scene in Baby Boy.
Again, you're thinking like that. And I
love you. I love you. Ooh. I'm sorry, boy. I watch Baby Boy strictly for that scene. Okay. I watch Baby Boy strictly for that scene.
Actually, let's do it this way. Perfect comparison. Same scene, Taraji, same scene, whatever. You know, that scene that everyone kind of remembers. Compared to Holly. Okay, hear me out. To the scene with Halle Berry with you know Billy Bob.
Oh shit, man! Why you have to fuck it up, man? I'm still mad about that.
Here's the thing.
They could have got any other white dude to do that, man.
Hear me out again. Hear me out.
I would have loved for her.
After that,
Jackman could have hit that in sword.
Who had more success after that?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay, but who had more success after that? Even though it's kind of the similar roles, kind of just a down and out person and all this stuff, but Holly gets an Oscar nod. Holly gets actually an Oscar. Holly gets to become a Bond girl. Holly gets to be, she did all the other things prior to that, being just someone's side chick, being a drug addict, being, she
was the finest drug addict ever, man.
Yes, she was.
I'm telling you right now, if I ever found a crackhead on Benning Road that looked like she did in Losing Isaiah, I would put the time and effort into nursing her back to health.
Right. So she did all that, but the thing is, it's like
God never turned his back on me. Why should I turn my back on her, especially if she looked like that from the back?
Yes. So, but the point is, the fact is, like, she's expanded her range of doing a lot of things since then. Taraji hasn't. And it,
Come on, man. I can't. Like I said, if you want to say that, in my opinion, about Tiffany Haddish, and don't get me wrong, Tiffany Haddish is great at the roles that she plays,
right?
Even though it's the same role.
Right.
I'm just saying, in comparison to, we can't summarily dismiss what Kat is saying as hatred when you can literally look and see, and there are quote unquote receipts out there. Like, I didn't even know Steve did a joke eerily similar to Cat Williams's gas joke that he did on BET when Steve still had hair. Like, I mean, that's the reason why it's just like, I say what it is I say about us in the Black community. Do we really want truth, or are we happy or content in the bliss of ignorance?
I think it's maybe a little both.
Okay.
I really think this, let's say this, it's a little both, because one, again, like you said earlier, especially with Monique asking Steve Harvey to say, hey, speak out for us. I haven't heard one A-list person, even though I'll give Viola Davis giving a clapping for Taraji, stating in fact about, the financials and all that stuff. But the thing is like, since then, I haven't heard from Denzel. I haven't heard from Holly. I haven't heard from any other Black known person whatsoever that talks about this. The main thing is it's like, look, you're in your lane for a reason. And if you have a good PR person, if you have a good agent and all that stuff, yeah, you can get out of that stratosphere.
Taraji said she fired her entire team after Empire.
Yeah, because
she
of the
fired
fact,
her entire.
I understand
team.
that. I heard that due to the fact that like they thought they had plans after Cookie, for being this Cookie whatever afterwards, but really it's like, okay, is that going to be your signifying personality for the rest of your life, being known as Cookie? Why can't you be the well-known, renowned actress Taraji P. Henson?
But like I said, once again, it goes into the fact of people are pushed forward because you can't make that same argument about a Monique. Like I said, Monique went from arguably the worst movie in the history of niggerdom. Soul Plane is arguably the worst movie in the history of Black America. And that's saying a lot because they just remade The Color Purple. And don't get me started on The Color Purple, please, God.
Well, actually, it's a movie version of the play, so just keep that in mind. That's why it's different.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Do they make Black men look good in it?
I don't know. I never saw it.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Bro, all I'm saying is you have to take consideration. Is Kat hating or is Kat telling the truth? Both. Because for whatever reason, did you say no?
No, I say both.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, you got to tell the truth. You have to. And that's the angle I'm coming from. As Black people, what do we care about more? The truth or the comforts of lying? Or at least the omission of facts, rather. I don't want to call nobody a liar because that is a very incendiary term. But at least the omission of facts. Because you can't sit up here and say, oh, I want truth. I want truth. And then as soon as the truth comes, because it doesn't come in the way we want it to come, then all of a sudden we shoot the messenger.
Well, because of the fact that the truth, it wasn't as sweet as a lot of people want it to be.
Nigga, the truth never is.
True. But at the same time,
why do you think motherfuckers start off with no offense?
Okay, but the thing is,
don't take this personal.
Okay, I get that.
No offense. Like, nigga, the moment you say no offense, I know you about to offend me.
I understand that. But with this case in point, no one was expecting this. It came out, like I said, it came out of that left field that Kat was at, and it just like everyone's just taking it up right now.
But not as if Kat needs me to defend him. I don't think it's as out of left field as you truly think it is. And this is the reason why. Remember, okay, Cat Williams was just making factual observations about certain things. It's like I said, when it comes to the Wanda Smith interview, he was making factual observations about Tiffany Haddish in regards to her blowing up off of Girls Trip and how she was typecasted for that. All of a sudden, and he was just talking professionally. Remember, Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish got on the Breakfast Club and started shooting at him personally, talking about he was a liability to the studios. He was blowing off promo trips. He was on drugs. Even though you have never seen any, listen, in this day and age where people can all of a sudden miraculously find footage and video of you doing shit that you had successfully suppressed, why is there no footage of Cat Williams ever doing drugs or anybody ever saying they've done drugs with him? And I always use this as an example. Remember, there was a time period where people were saying Eddie Murphy was gay. And Charlie Murphy got on the Breakfast Club, God rest Charlie Murphy's soul, and said, all right, if my brother is gay, where are his lovers? Where? Where are people who would give anything to say, I fucked the dude from Trading Places? Where are the people that would say, I would give anything to, here's a letter that Eddie Murphy wrote to me saying, Dear John, literally, Dear John, on the set of Coming to America or Boomerang or Norbit. So it comes to a point in time where I'm not faulting Cat for the vitriol or his visceral reaction, because it's like, God damn, y'all are gonna believe I was on drugs, even though there's no proof of it whatsoever. But when I show y'all proof of why things are the way that they are, y'all want to shoot at me. This is where I do defend Cat to a certain degree. And I'm a fan of Kevin Hart. Don't get it twisted. But to sit up here and say this man chose drugs and you've never witnessed him at all doing that, that's a personal attack. What did you expect him to say? All I'm saying is, man, either we want the truth, no matter what form it comes in, or let's stop complaining about the lies. That's my thing. Hey, Conversation with Comedians. Hey, we want to thank y'all for rocking with us all through 2023. And 2024 is going to be an explosive year for us. We are going to new leaps, going to new levels, leaps and bounds. Man, I cannot wait. We got interviews set up this year with a lot of comedians, nationally touring comedians. So stay tuned. We are going to be doing bigger and better things. Hey, for my engineer extraordinary, Be Easy, I am Mr. Perspective Doug Bennett, as always, bringing comedy to the conversation. We love y'all, and we'll be back next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We love y'all. Peace.